Next up, the CarBuyer Advisor, your first place to turn for everything automotive. Taking a stand for consumer education and dedicated to connecting you with the industry's finest automotive products, services, and advice. And now, please welcome the CarBuyer Advisor.
Many of our businesses offer products that improve on existing ones. Others come up with a concept that is unique and that redefines an industry. They start by identifying a consumer need, and then they create a product or service that would significantly benefit those consumers. Our next guest has redefined where and how consumers shop for and sell automobiles. Or, for that fact, just about any toy. From private sellers to dealers, they assembled a resource that has become a rich part of our community. There could be a multitude of reasons why you would want to pick up a copy of this publication. 1, it's free. 2, it's easy to find. And 3, you may be in the market for a car, truck, boat, ATV, RV, trailer, toy hauler, motorcycle, jet ski, or just about any fun toy. And 4, you may have one of these and want to sell it. 5, you might be having lunch and just love to browse the ads. Regardless of why you pick it up, it is also one of Northern Nevada's top businesses. Family owned and operated, and their publication puts together buyer and seller on a daily basis and asks just about anyone in our area and just mention Deals and Wheels photo ads, and they'll know precisely what you're talking about. What you may not know is how many thousands of sales they're responsible for. We not only endorse this business as a quality business, they sold more cars for us at businesses that we managed over the last decade and a half than any other source. Whether you're buying or selling, pick this up before you buy. You will not only have an abundance of choices, but you're also likely to find precisely what you're looking for. And what we recognized in creating the show was that the more informed, educated, and prepared a consumer is, the more likely they are to make a good decision. Now, most of you live with these decisions for years, and just pick up this publication once, read it cover to cover, and here's what you can anticipate. You'll have more options than if you went to any one location to look at cars or toys. 2, you'll also have a much better idea of the ACV. That's an acronym for the actual cash value of what you're shopping for or selling. And don't worry if you don't find it the first time. It comes out every couple of weeks. I'll add to all this that they not only provide our community a valuable resource, they are also fairly priced, and we want you as a consumer to expect that. The highest quality products and services fairly priced. Jack Haskett, with owner and founder of Deals and Wheels Photo Ads, is live with us on the phone. Jack, thanks for being with us and taking your time to share your publication with our community.
Well, thank you, Mitch, and good morning.
Good morning. If you would, please start by providing our community with a history lesson about Deals and Wheels. Where did it all start?
Well, 25 years ago, I was in, actually more than 25 years ago, I was in the car business, and 25 years ago I thought, because this publication in the area that I was living at before worked, I thought maybe it would work in the Reno Sparks area. An outlet for people that were selling their cars, other than sitting on the corner and the vehicle being subjected to vandalism or theft or anything like that. I thought it would be a great idea to put together pictures of these cars with a 15, 20 word description and distribute the publication in every location that would have them, and let the people pick them up and shop for cars that way. But that was 25 years ago we started it, and my son is very active in it, and my daughter-in-law and my wife, and we have 3 or 4 other people that work for us too.
Well, and I'm glad you mentioned that, because I think people pick it up and they think this is produced by some large corporation, and this is a really family-owned, quality-run business, and I say that from my heart. We've known each other for a long, long time. If you would, say I place an ad with you as a private seller, how long does it run, and how many copies are distributed of my ad?
Okay, if you place an ad with us, the ad will run for $20, and it runs for 2 weeks, and that includes the picture, which isn't it's just like 2-inch picture, and a 15 or more word description, and we put them out. We distribute the papers every 2 weeks, and it goes to as far east as Elko, and as far west as we're down into the West Sacramento area now, with the mountain coverage. As far north, we go clear to Oregon border, and as far south, we go clear to Bishop. We have 990 what we call drops, or the locations where people can actually pick up the paper. And like I said, it's every 2 weeks. And we have our own little stands, or most of the time the stores or the cafes or whatever just like them laying out because people pick them up that way. So.
Now, Jack, as long as I've lived in Reno, I've seen it. And you mentioned you've been around 25 years. But I bet people that list their vehicle with you the first time are surprised just how affordable it is. And you started to mention that before. But I recently heard something, please correct me if I'm wrong, but you haven't increased your prices for decades.
No, it's still $20 for 2 weeks publication, and then we rerun it for you. We can do that all by phone if you don't get enough response to it or so forth. But it is $20, and we'll put them on the internet for you too.
Do you find people that that have known you or even used your publication in the past that are unaware that you also sell a lot of vehicles from your website?
We do. Every day it gets to be more. We do. The response is the response that people get from their ad astounds them. They say they get calls from places they've never heard of before. So.
Well, and I really wanted people to understand this part of it, because what I was trying to get to is they may look at some other resources that are out there and they have to go on and figure out how to place their ad on an internet type-based site, but then they don't get print publication. And they have other print publications out there that they may be able to place an ad in, but then they don't get a website listing as well. And you give them both for one low price.
Right. It's all included in the same price.
How long have you been doing the internet side of that additional benefit for the consumers?
Since 2000.
So I just wanted our listeners that may not be aware of that part of your resource to understand it. And you're right. I can't tell you the volume of cars, and you know it. I've recommended your business to countless other businesses and consumers for as long as I've known you, because it's effective. And I don't know any other publication more fun to pick up and just read through. And I bet you sell a lot of cars or even the toys, and I'm going to ask you in a minute to go through all the different types of things people can list with you. But to people that just didn't even know they were shopping for something, they were just reading through and they went, oh no, I have to have that.
Right. It's amazing, because somebody will sell a car out of it, and next thing you know, they're putting their motorcycle or their ski-doo or their snowmobile or whatever in it. It's from the response they get. And it's a lot of fun because, number one, we don't categorize them, so people have a tendency to read from cover to cover. They're looking, and they'll find something in there or see something in there, and they'll tell their friends or tell a relative about it. And it's a snowball effect. It's not just the person that's reading it gets the benefit out of it, but the people that tell them they saw it in Deals and Wheels. Another thing we've been finding out is people have been looking at Deals and Wheels if they're planning, like you talked about earlier, like they're planning on trading in their car or selling their car, to get an idea of what they're worth, because it's become like a marketplace. People can check prices and see what other people are asking for a similar car to their own. So,
well, and I mentioned the knowledge, the information. I mean, you have such a quantity of vehicles and other items that are for sale there. It really gives the people an idea to do some preliminary and real thorough shopping and get information all in one place that allows them to become more prepared, more informed, more educated on the value of something, what they're really selling for and what they're out there listed for. So I can't stress enough that that's what our show is all about. We want a prepared, informed, knowledgeable consumer. And if they are, they're going to make better choices, and they're going to have a better idea of what's a fair price to pay for something, and you definitely provide that service to them. I
got countless stories of people that have went in to trade their car in and didn't understand exactly what the person was saying they'd give them for their car, so they put it in our paper and ended up selling it for more than they were going to receive from the dealer. And to me, it's kind of fun to sell something that you have, because it's something you bought new and you're proud of it and you're happy with it, and or fairly new, and it gives you an opportunity to to pick up more money for what the item is, you know.
Well, and I think what's really rich about what you just said, Jack, is it tells our community who you are as an individual and why I love you so much. And I just said that on the air, just so you know that.
Thank you.
You know, it's because you just said how much you enjoy the fact when somebody actually winds up with a few more dollars in their pocket. And we're not talking about yours. It's like you're really out there providing something that they can benefit from, and that's where you get your pleasure from.
Right.
How many years would you say that we've done business together?
Pardon me?
How many years would you say that you and I have done business together?
Well, over 10 or 12 years.
Yeah, I was trying to think about that last night, and I think it's about 1995 or 6. It's a little bit longer than that, but we don't want to tell our ages on the air. I asked you that basically because I want people to understand there are really 3 huge factors that make me a believer in your product. One, it's affordable, and the fact that you haven't raised your prices for 20 years is just a testament to that it's not a greed-driven business. 2, because you sell cars. You've sold things for me there, and if it wasn't for that, no matter how affordable it is, I wouldn't have continued to support it. And then 3, it's easy, and you make it convenient. And for someone that's not placed an ad with you, would you describe what they need to do? Because I think a lot of people picture, and I want to ask you one more question as you describe this, is the internet. Is there any extra cost to that, or is that included as well?
No, we include it when you run an ad with us.
And I think a lot of our consumers, and especially if you're not an internet-savvy individual, really, they maybe fear some of the information that they'll have to be able to navigate through to post their ads on the internet. So would you describe the whole process from listing in your publication and the internet for our consumers so they can understand just how easy it is?
Well, there's if you're not able to pick up a copy of a publication, if you go online, you can see at dealsandwheels.com, you can go online and see exactly what our publication looks like, because we put each issue is on there. So people could, if they were looking for one that was advertised, the car was advertised 2 or 3 months ago, they can look, see it. It's still on there.
But say I want to place an ad with you today, and I've never done business with you before. What do I do? Okay,
you can call our 800 number, or if you pick up a copy of the paper, it gives you the instructions on page 2 how to place an ad. You can either do it by email, or you can meet one of our photographers at a location that's listed on page 2.
And I want to pause you there for a second, because that's I think one of the things that I mentioned about convenience that I really wanted them to get. So maybe I don't have the camera or the ability to download my photo onto my computer and then have to shuffle it off somewhere. You actually will take the pictures for us.
Right. And if you haven't got the time to get off work, or your car won't run, or you haven't registered it for a while, and the tabs have expired, give us a call at our office, and we'll send somebody out with the camera, take the picture, and place the ad that way.
And now I also understand that you have convenient locations scattered around, and Saturdays, are there one of those out there today where people can actually go?
Saturday is a picture day, a main picture day for us, but we do it other days of the week. But on Saturday, as a little extra bonus, the car wash at South Virginia and Longley, it's called Terrible's Car Wash. But if you go in there and meet the photographer for between 1 and 1:30 on Saturdays, you get a free car wash. And we have the car wash before we take the picture, so it looks extra nice in the picture. And there's no extra charge for the car wash.
So basically, for $20, I get my car washed and I get my ad listed.
Right.
On a publication and the internet and the picture, and I don't have to do anything except to meet you there and you place my ad for me.
Right.
And I really needed people to understand that look, there's another one, the reasons why I'm a believer, and I don't want to miss this one at all, is your staff. I've said this before on our show, you're only as good as your people, and Jack, your people are the best, and you have more than just your family working here, so I hope you don't mind if I give a quick shout out to Scott and Steve.
Nope.
I know there's a lot more behind the scenes, but they were the ones that have always taken care of me, and they've been there forever, and of course you too.
Yeah.
These are really the keys to your success and longevity. How do you do that?
We've got some really good people. Really, they care about our business. They care about the customer. They care, that we do what we say we're going to do. They're talented, they're energetic, they don't mind working extra hours if that's what it takes to get the paper ready to be printed and so forth. And
well, one thing for sure is you said that you distribute this to, what is it, over 900 locations?
990 locations almost.
Close to 1,000 different places from border to border and across state lines. And so I'm not sure how you are able to pull this off, but I have never gone to any location looking for the ad on the day it comes out, which it comes out every other Thursday.
Right.
And not found the publication there. I'm talking about reliable, credible, just ethically always there. I don't know how you pull that off and how you get that distributed, but it's just like it's magic, and that's the feel of all of what you do. And I'm really sure that's why, people turn to it. What a fun publication, like I said, to pick up and just browse the ads. But be careful if you're listening. If you do that, you might find something you have to have.
Well, the results we get back, the feedback we get back from the people that run for ads in our paper is very encouraging, because some of them tell them they sell it on the first call and they keep getting calls afterwards, and some of them say it takes 4 or 5 calls if they got it done, and it's just very encouraging. And what the proof of the pudding is, people will run an ad, and then next 2 or 3 years later, here comes another ad from the same person, and we keep track of everything by the phone numbers, and so we know, if they placed cars with us before, or somebody will run an ad during Hot August nights and it didn't sell, and the next Hot August night there it's back in again, to put it in again. So if it's repeat business that keeps it going, that's the key with us. People love our paper, and the dealers love it, and I'm very proud of it.
Well, and we are too, and really the thrill that I get, making sure that our community understands what's behind the scenes in a publication like yours. We're a believer. You know that, and I think we've shared that with our community. Jack Haskett, Deals and Wheels photo ads. You can find them on our website, theCarBuyerAdvisor.com, under our preferred businesses page. And again, you can share their interview with your friends by clicking the YouTube link that's provided on that page as well. Thanks again, Jack, for joining us, and hope to have you back again real soon.